Toronto. I'm coming home just for the weekend, all right? 2 shows downtown tonight, and then I'm opening up 4 shows at Comedy Bar Danforth for my boy, Michael Longfellow, Friday, Saturday night. Tickets are right there. So grab them and pull up, baby.
So nice to be here. I've been traveling all over this country. I recently had to share a room with a comedian that has this lovely affliction, sleep apnea. You guys know it? For those of you that aren't really familiar with sleep apnea, that is when you go to sleep and then fight for your life for the next 8 hours. And the guy fighting for his life has no idea this is happening. It's always the first person in the morning walking out in a towel. Hey, how'd you sleep? It's like, how the fuck did you sleep, man? Sounded like you were being waterboarded in there all night. This guy would make a noise like every 10 seconds, he'd go, and then just cut out, just flatline, mouth open on the bed. I'm just sitting there shivering, holding my knees in the corner. And every time he came back to life, he sounded like someone who'd been held underwater for too long. He's like, ah! I was like, Jesus Christ! You spend the whole first half of the night hoping that this guy does not die in this room with you. And the second half of the night, praying that he does.
Ready for your headliner? Like I said, you know him from SNL, one of the funniest guys working today. Make some noise for Michael Longfellow!
See how fast I pulled that shit out of my ass? Proud work. V for Vendetta. Boom, again. I'm never writing a joke again. Everyone does jobs, it's not we're more interesting than our job. You are, I was. We can talk about it later. What's your sign? Virgo, let's do jobs actually. I don't know about that stuff. I should ask someone I know about it. You're doing great, V. That's on me. You got a job?
I'm a student, so no.
Okay. How many of you are underage, by the way? What is going on? There was an 8th grader in my show yesterday. Get ready to grow up. Stephen Hawking was on Epstein's Island. V, what are you studying?
Film and drama.
Film and drama, okay, that's good. I watch films, and I'm very dramatic. You have pets? You have a dog? What's their name? Her name is Dallas. Will you play a game with me? All right, marry, fuck, kill. Let's go with, who's a good celebrity? Let's give us, no one SNL related, please. I am not burning any bridges. What? Kevin Costner. I like that. Are you familiar with Kevin Costner? All right. So we got Kevin Costner. Let's go with your dog, Dallas, and then this guy. Sir, what is your name? You're Joe. You know Joe? Even better. You don't know Joe? You know he's a king? You have a kink. Oh, there was some crowd work earlier. I don't watch the show before me. What's his kink? What are you sucking and fucking job? Sorry. There's children here. That's your wife? Your what? Your daughter. She's got kids, a family. He's sitting right there for a good long time. So we got Kevin Costner, your dog Dallas, and this nice man Joe with a family who's sitting right there. Who are you gonna marry?
I'm gonna marry Kevin Costner.
You're gonna marry Kevin Costner. We've got 2 names left on the board. And I don't want to do crowd work either, but this is the rules. One is your dog Dallas, and the other is Joe, Kinky Joe, who's there for the rest of the show, has kids that love him. You gotta fuck one, you gotta kill one. What are we doing, B? For no money at all.
I'm sorry, but he seems like a good time, so.
You gonna kill your dog? I can see why. You just chose a stranger with a kink. I'd have fucked him too, but come on. How would you kill your dog? Details, please. You don't have to answer that. It's all right, that's good for crowd work. Thank you for B. Thank you, B. A water slide that died. That was not my first water park pitch. I was a lifeguard for 3 months in Mesa, Arizona, Gulf and Sunsplash. Fuck Big Surf, that's the other water park. I forgot CPR a month in. We all did. We remembered the big parts. You gotta break their ribs when you're doing compressions. Is that not horrible? You do. That means you're doing it hard enough for them to breathe. You have to break their ribs and keep going. And then we remember the oral part. So my first sketch pitch was, maybe a guy needs CPR, a lifeguard like me comes rolling up. And I'm like, I kind of forget, but I'll do my best. I just like break his ribs, start 69ing him. Is this wrong? I'm doing it to the Bee Gees. It's not long enough. It's 69 and longer. Hooters is closing. Got fired. Dog's dead. Hooters is going out of business. Hooters. Fuck! Am I supposed to take my son after a Little League game to eat wings together, watch sports together, and get kind of hard together? You're gonna say we're eating chicken wings and we're not hard. Are you on fucking drugs? Is this even a country anymore? Hello, Sharks. What about Chili's where you can watch pornography? I've had multiple sets of step-siblings. I don't remember them. A lot of them I don't remember, but I do remember, to this day, a man that walked in on me in a Walmart restroom in Phoenix, Arizona, when I was 11 years old. It was a 2-second interaction. 50-year-old guy was in the stall, and he opened the stall and I went, "In use." I've never thought of those 2 words in my life before that. I've never said that. Didn't know I had that in my vocabulary at all. It's like an instinct. We'd all say that. "In use, restroom in use." That's exactly what I did in front of another human being. We should have fought to the death in that. One of us should have died in that bathroom. And he was just like, ah. Never saw him again. I think about him once a month. I've never tried to. I'm just enjoying a show, and I think about him, and I get embarrassed, and I make a noise next to my girlfriend. Like, ah. Do you ever think of something embarrassing from your page? You just make a sound. And yeah, fuck. But I'll notice I'm doing it, so you try to be smooth about it. So I wonder if he thinks of me. I hope he's dead, but if he's not, what if he watched SNL? What if there's a 1% chance he saw me and was like, no, that's crazy. It can't be. And then he like pulls down a wall, it's just pictures of me. Months go by, that's all he cares about. His wife's gonna leave him. David! Your children are depressed. Who cares if you've seen his penis? This is crazy. I'm not fucking crazy, Deborah! Not hit her, I hit a drywall next to her. Unless the other one's funnier to you. Shouldn't be. We'll find each other one day. I gotta make it even. I have time. I gotta camp out of the Walmart to see if he goes in. Hello. I've been expecting you. I wrote a sketch at SNL where that was John Mulaney that walked in on me. And so I started doing comedy only to get on SNL because I thought he would host someday, just to get even with him. And then I bust in the door, but it's Heidi, and I get arrested for being a sex predator. Almost went. What about a sketch about an escape room that's so nice you start squatting in it? I don't want to leave. And then it ends in a SWAT standoff. And then the SWAT team does the escape room and they see for the door in 2 seconds. Like, is that the record? What's the record? Someone come up here and touch this rug. Kids, come up here and touch the rug. I buy toilet paper in New York City, and it's humiliating. I don't have a car, most people don't. It's too big for a bag, so they just put a handle on it. And you just raw dog it down the sidewalk. Everyone looking 18. I'll judge people seeing their toilet paper even though I'm worried about it happening to me. I'll see someone with 4-ply and I'll be like, take a probiotic, good God. You walk out and people are like, well, little shit boy got his toilet paper. Yeah, boss, he got his toilet paper. Get back. You can't take a shit in our city, mate. I just got it because I was at the store after shit. Everyone look! There's shit boy, shitting again! Told you I was Australian, that's Australian. Oh, characters. I have ADD, I think, I don't know. I failed a test once in the 5th grade. I don't know. I played Halo, so I failed, but she was like, maybe with ADD. I was like, it's gotta be because I studied. I didn't want her to take away my Xbox. And then I just lied on the test and took math for 4 years. 12 to 16 on the Adderall. Now I think that's why I have ADD. Anyways, I forgot Adderall was medicine. I hadn't done it since 16, and then I got diagnosed with ADHD like a year ago. And he was like, we're gonna give you Adderall. There's no time to party. I'm trying to lock it down right now, doctor. But I guess people use it to read. All right, characters. To act. This is the first joke I ever wrote. I don't know if it works in Canada. J.G. Wentworth is a financial guy with a commercial, and 877 cash now. I have an annuity and I it's for like 6 people and we'll get to the others. J.G. Wentworth robbing someone. J.G. Wentworth committing felony armed robbery. Ready? It's your money and I need it now. Bathrooms are wide open, don't miss your chance. I love when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I met Chris Rock after that, nice guy. I was like, oh, no, nice to meet you, Michael. Keep my wife's name out your mouth! From the thing. Okay, this is a guy that just learned manners. He doesn't understand them, but he's trying. He just learned manners. He doesn't get it, but bless his heart. Here we go. Hey, I'm going to the bathroom. You guys need anything? Speaking of bathrooms, only 3 left. Very quick, a gay cowboy. Very quick, a gay cowboy. Man. All right. M-A-N instead of man. You shouldn't explain it. It's good, you don't need to explain it. Two more. Dick Butkus. We know Dick Butkus, Hall of Fame linebacker of the Chicago Bears. Dick Butkus, if you don't know who he is one of the best football players of all time. His name is Dick Butkus. This is a very easy one. Anyone can think of this, but it's funny to me. He's the high school bully of Hall of Fame linebacker Dick Butkus. High school bully of Hall of Fame linebacker Dick Butkus. Well, if it isn't penis bottom smooch. I don't care how the last name's spelled, dude. Wild to name your kid Dick. The last name sounds just like butt kiss. What an angry child, dude. No wonder he's a linebacker. I'm not penis bottom smooch. Sack. Turnover. Last one, and then we'll get back to the program. Second joke I ever wrote. Former Broadway theater play director, now the manager of a restaurant. Used to be on Broadway directing plays, Rent, and the others. Book of Mormon. And now he manages an Olive Garden. All right. Broadway theater play director, now the manager of an Olive Garden. Here we go. Placemats, everyone! Thank you. My stepbrother told me that a blow told me when I got it. Your dream came true. And I'd be like, oh, thanks, man. And he'd be like, no, think about it! He does steroids. He's like the boom dad on TikTok. Exactly. Same shirt, same ad, same vibe. Like the boom! That family. They review just delicious foods that are objectively good and don't need a review. Chocolate chip cookies were good. 2 big booms. Stick around. Next week we're trying pizza. They got rich off of that. But my cuddy's got the Under Armour nibbles and everything. And he like put my head and he's like, don't minimize it, brother. It's fucking smile. Your dream came true. It was like a daydream, maybe. I never really thought of it as a goal. It's like that's crazy. It's too big. I never dreamed about it at night also. That'd be, if those dreams came true, it'd just be me watching my friend's friend give my Uncle Rick a haircut. In a backyard I've never been in my life. And I'm 900 yards away, but I feel right next to Uncle Rick. And I have to like do a little nipple twist. No shirt nipple twist, which would be weird in real life, but in the dream, I have to twist my nipples or the hair won't cut. Those are just the rules. Those are the dream rules. So I have to do this with the hair won't. Why are we doing a haircut if Michael's not twisting his nipples? There's no point. So like, is that good, Uncle? He'd be like, slower. I'm like, yes, sir. Twisting my nips so my uncle can get a number 8 buzz. Oh, those dreams never come true. Except I had a dream once where I was a marshmallow and trying to grab me. But I'd be like, no. That's a good dream. That one can come true. Not the others. $500. I'm knocking the price down. What's that? Leave a caller? I'd hurry up. They're going fast. I got the light. That means we're 10 minutes maybe away from me never seeing any of you ever again. And I don't want to leave. Send the late show home. I'm doing 4 hours. I got about 2 hours of comedy, so we'll see what the other 2 are. Do some music. Guys like music. Oh goodness. Being a dad. I don't want a buff son. I want my son to be as strong or weaker than me, and just as good or worse at sports than me. I would have to bowl a buff son. Ew. And I look like this. I walk by my own son in the house I paid for, and he's like, pussy. I love you, buddy. Don't call that a pussy. It really hurts a lot. It really kills the soul. Don't call your father a pussy, David. What have we talked about? They've talked about. Too much milk in the fridge. 5 milks and plain chicken cutlets. Riddling the fridge. Nowhere for my Aunt Jemima syrup. That was a genuine problem in my childhood. Why does Paul get 5 milks? I can't put my Aunt Jemima anywhere. It's supposed to go in the pantry. I like it cold. It's thicker. I'm gonna go listen to Slipknot in my room and you'll regret this. Parents in the audience, who came out tonight? Who got a babysitter? Anyone? Good for you. They're hard. You just gotta find a kid. Everyone's on Adderall. Just gotta find a methed out teenager who's chill enough but doesn't break the bank. My dad started just leaving me, letting Darwin do its work. I was going through puberty. He'd leave me at home all alone. My stepbrothers were teenagers. They'd leave. I'd be at home alone with a computer, and the horniest time of my life. Puberty, we all go through it alone. We all pretend it never happened. And you just wake up one day and you're like, I liked baseball yesterday, and I still do, but I also want to fuck that couch. And I don't know what this is. I don't know what this feeling is. And I think I have herpes. It's just your pubes growing in. Remember that, boys? I have herpes. I've never touched a girl, but it's red and bumpy. And then your pubes grow, and you're like, oh. I would rip out the pictures of the Aztec women in my social studies book. Pencil-drawn Aztec women from the Mesopotamian era. Because they would have like clothes, but it was like a thing. There was like a picture of an old lady holding a basket near a river, but a boob would hang out. Ripped it out of the book. Risked everything. Ripped it out of the book in class. It took the whole hour. Do quiet rips. The science book, you had the invisible stomach lady, so you could see the organs, but you get that little cleavage there. Had both of those. And then the kid that's really funny in middle school but goes to juvie and you never see him again, you just Google pornography in computer class and turn the screen around and show me. And I would come. I'd just no touch. I'd do a no touch. You ever do a no touch? You'll think it right out. So I went home and I was like, I'm going to do this. I would get full naked, I don't know why. First 2 years I discovered that, it was naked every time. Socks, but naked. Sitting in the family computer chair, not Michael's chair. Everyone's chair. Skin to leather. Sweating. Do you remember how hot a computer used to be? 2004, Dell computer, pumping jet air into my face. Sweating and sliding on the leather. Becoming a man. I'm not Jewish. This is how I had to do it. I googled vaginas.com. That was the first thing I looked up. I spelled it wrong. I went to fajitas.com. Vagina's a weird word to spell the first time. But Google was like, did you mean? What a feature. Has it ever been wrong? It's never been wrong. It knows what I meant more than I do. Did you mean hardcorepornography.com? And I did this for 2 years. It was just every other weekend, every other Friday. My parents were divorced. Every other Friday at Dad's house. And then I got cocky. I wasn't getting caught. I stopped checking all my security boxes. I did not hear the garage door open. That's how locked in I was. Sweating. Full body clenched. And I go, Dad's right behind me. Right now. I just felt him right behind me. Didn't see him. You know when your dad's in the room or not when you're naked watching pornography on his computer in his kitchen. And I got spooked, so I spun. And computer chairs, they're like supervillain chairs. And James Bond, they all swivel. So like the worst James Bond film ever written. I'm a supervillain and my thing is being a naked miner with an erection. I did like a Dr. Evil, like, hello. Pointing at my father. Pointing at my father. Well, well, well. You were home sooner than I thought you'd be. I didn't do that though, I was just like, oh, no. What? What? I was looking up sports. What is this disgusting stuff? Ew. And he made a dad sound. He made a sound that sounded like I love my son. I don't know if I like my son. So, and then he said, don't another. And then he left. He went, don't another. Speed walked out of the kitchen. Bailed. Just bailed on the thought. Don't another. Those words had never met before that. They'd never been next to each other. A new word, a new phrase that makes no sense technically, but it made sense. I was like, I'll do another. Yes, you're gonna go through a few computers while I'm here. I got a MacBook because it doesn't get viruses. Aha! It won't even turn on when I'm done. So, you know, hey, that's maybe what your kids are doing tonight, but thanks for coming out. You can't even catch them. Now they're smart. They know browser history. I Googled things for 2 years. I had no idea. It didn't just go away right after you searched it. My friend told me at a gas station in Mesa, Arizona. He told someone else, but I remember it. He's like, no, it stays on the computer like a record. And I turned all the way around. Like, what did you just say? Say what you said again, just as you said it. I thought for 6 seconds, like, I gotta burn my dad's house down. How do I get away with arson? But he just caught me. We never really talked about it. He's seen the bit. We still haven't really talked about it. A gray came over his eyes that's never left. When I looked into his eyes, it was like, I saw Tom, not Dad. And he saw Michael for the first time, too. He did say the next day, he's like, he didn't say what it was about. He just went, nothing to be ashamed about. And that was it. I think it's something to be ashamed about. I think it's like the perfect thing to be ashamed about. It's not where pride belongs. It's healthy to feel ashamed, inappropriate. I have to go soon. I'm gonna be out there if you wanna, I don't have anything to sell you. But if you wanna say hi, I'll spill tea. There's nothing dramatic. You also don't have to say hi. A lot of people walk by and they're like, good job. Neither of us wanted that. Alright, let's just check the books, make sure we get all the boxes for you guys, do a couple quick sketches. Sorry, that threw me off. I've never had people go, ooh, that's right. You don't have one? Oh, that sucks. Guess you didn't do an improv and got this in a free little goodie basket. Okay. Crowd work, we did that. You remember that video? We were just kids. This whole place was dark back then. My fingers tasted weird when I touched them. I'm gonna be sick tomorrow. I'm so gonna be sick tomorrow. I'm gonna go home to a hotel room alone and watch Shark Tank. What a good version we are of us when we're in a hotel room alone. Don't we turn into the best version we've ever been? Eating ribs in bed. Doing things that if my girlfriend saw at home, objectively would just leave me. Ribs in bed, and then I'm like, bath towel napkin. Full-size bath towel napkin, dude. I got another one to blow my nose in. And I'm gonna dry off with both of them tomorrow, but I won't use that side. And then I'll be in a rush, I probably won't. What about a guy with a squatty potty, but he's like, how does peeing from this height, how is that any healthier? It is splashing all over my legs. But I'm not a doctor. Maybe a guy says, excuse me, I have to pee. And he comes back 2 seconds later and he's like, it was just gas. I wrote a sketch for Shane Gillis about He was the architect that built the hut on Epstein's Island, and he can't find work. He didn't know what it was for, so he's just like, the work is good. I didn't know what would happen in there, but a lot of trapdoors. I didn't know what they were for, but it's very hard architecture. It's very good work. Did police officers come to your school when you were a child, and you sat in a field, crisscross applesauce, and one of the police officers came out in a big padded suit, and you just got ravaged by a German Shepherd for like 20 minutes? Like, see that? Power that jaw. And you'd be like, don't do drugs. Did that not happen to you guys? It's like happened to 3 people in every audience. I don't know why that was a thing. I want to do a zombie movie where they always go to police stations to get guns, so they send a guy and he just gets one of those suits. Like, where are the guns? He's like, I don't need it. If I get bit, I'll just be like, look at that job. Who the hell would hurt a fly? We gotta stop saying that. My son's harmless, you should date him, he wouldn't hurt a fly. Who would hurt? Who would not just kill the fly? You walk into your friend's apartment and he's hurting a fly. That is evil unseen. Your son's not harmless because he hasn't done the most evil thing I've ever heard. Deborah. Human centipede, one guy wants the middle, he doesn't want everyone to know he wants it. But he wants it. Because he wants to suck and be sucked. And his defense when people are like, why do you want the middle? He's like, oh, because they're such a good position. Oh, because your position's so much better. 4 times I brought that up. They did tell me, like, they were like, we don't like it after the 3rd one. And I was like, let me write it out. I think you're not getting it. He wants to suck and be sucked, but he's nervous. Okay, Yup. Anyone still smoking cigarettes? Stop. You're too young, don't do it. And student in what, college? Okay. Do you mind?
No!
Okay, fine. Don't scream. She hit me. Prove she didn't.
Michael!
It is negative 20 degrees or something stupid as hell outside. But this is how good cigarettes are. There's still a guy outside of most buildings just... I needed one of these. I had to stop because I collapsed a lung when I was 19 from yawning. 100% true. I look like that's true. It is. It's called spontaneous pneumothorax. Usually happens to tall, thin athletes that get hit in the chest. But I ain't like everybody. Doctor said, yeah, you're just tall and thin. And I was like, stop. Pig. That's very nice, pig. Alright, I'm getting the light. I'm really gonna go. Oh, fuck, pressure's on. We haven't even gotten to SeaWorld. I don't know, SeaWorld or Disneyland, what's more evil?
SeaWorld.
Because the film? The whale movie? Whales don't like to live in pools? Which did blow all of our minds. How did we not think of that before? That was the whole movie, whales don't like to live in pools. And I watched it like, pools are smaller than the ocean. When you think about it, that's wrong. I'm gonna make my kid watch that movie and take him to SeaWorld the same day. See that, son? Movie about a bunch of ungrateful whales. Look at this paradise we keep in. Their house is a pool. Rich kids. Ungrateful rich kids. And then we'll go to Disneyland and feel evil after 15 hours. And we've ridden 3 rides, and we see the same child in a wheelchair. Not because he broke his leg, he's in a wheelchair for a long time. But it's the 15th time we see him at the front of the line. and our brains break. And for a second, we're like, this lucky motherfucker. Cannot walk. And we're like, king in the castle, dude. Must be nice. My mom got mad at me one time when I said that. She was like, my son's paralyzed. I was like, oh my God. There's more to it. I didn't say that. She was like, the Disneyland joke sucks and I hate it. And I was like, I am so sorry, ma'am. I hate myself. You're right. Can I make it up to you? Like, I tried to buy her food. I was like, can I take your son to Disneyland? What? They give you a fast pass too. They make them ride the rides along. Da-da-dee-da-doo. What are we doing after this? Dave & Buster's. I've been stacking a game card for a while. I got a lot of tickets on it. I'm 400 for Monopoly. Don't even like Monopoly, but the next gift is like, it's gonna take me 10 years to get. So I'm gonna pay $500 in game tickets for a Monopoly. Vasectomies. I'm thinking about getting one. Just for the thrill. No, I actually tried to get a vasectomy and it didn't work. Tried twice, didn't work. Dig too strong, doctor said. Oh, I can't break the blade with my, I can't break the skin with my blade. Doctor, fuck! Last one. Don't start smoking weed. But if you have, don't quit. Well, what, you get paranoid, you get anxiety, you have a panic attack? So do we, pussy. How about you don't have a panic attack, you attack your panic? I quit because I had anxiety attacks. You know what I hear? Things got tough, so I quit. Okay, last one. Leave a Yelp review for the club if you enjoy it. If you're, and then look at yourself in the mirror and go, why do I Yelp? My aunt Yelps. The most mentally ill person in our family. Love her, but oh, she's screaming at Christmas. She's screaming in the Benihana parking lot in the fetal position. Now the cops are here. And she has a voice. She can be like, I don't like the pancakes, so your dream dies. What do a restaurant have to do to make me yell? Verify an email, download an app, remember my Apple password. Haven't known it for 4 years. I've not downloaded a new app in 4 years. When I verify an email, I think of a name. First two are taken, I gotta think of a third name. I'd be over it. They would have to like, I go there on my anniversary. Okay, this is an amazing restaurant. I'm gassing up all month. I get there, there's no restaurant, it's just a parking lot full of lava. And I'm like, well, this can't be right. And then a guy that looks like a waiter comes up, and he's like, hi, and then he just like flicks my nuts. Just starts flicking my nuts, and I'm like, stop it, please. Like if he just flicks a little bit, I'll just leave and be like, that's weird. But if he's like, I'm not gonna stop, and he's just chasing me around, I'm like, ah. He's like, yeah. Nuts. He does that for 9 hours, maybe I would get on Yelp. And go, be aware. It's not really a restaurant. It's lava and the guy flicks your nuts. If I could give 0 stars, I would. But parking was good, 3 out of 5. Make Yelp a sound again. All right, thank you guys. I'm Michael Longfellow. I'm up to ride out. Heated rivalry. Fuck with the nuts.
One time for Michael Longfellow, Jarrett, Campbell, and Sandy Green. Thank you so much for coming. If you guys do want to have a quick chat, take a quick photo with Michael. If you want to go into the front of the bar, there's a big sign that says "Serious About Comedy." If you just want to start a line out there, we'll be out there in a couple of minutes. Other than that, get home safe, folks. Thank you.